On the fourth day, we left the river Tequehue and followed its small tributary stream Uwama. The Uwama stream flows through a pristine and deserted selva. We slowly climbed up to reach the watershed, beyond which led to the basin of the Rio Madidi. We followed the old trail on the edge of the Tiger Mountains. The jungle, with its unbearably humid and thick air, as if in a greenhouse, sucked slowly our forces and made our legs tired. Our route was determined by the cuts on the stems and branches left here by past explorers. The cuts grow together over time, but with visible deformation, showing us the way. Despite appearances, the real owners of the jungle are not jaguar and tapir, but ubiquitous insects which can be extremely intrusive. In defending their territory, a whole swarm of wasps can attack an intruder by repeatedly and severely biting and stinging. With the air filled with hungry and troublesome swarms of mosquitoes and ravenous flies, our team seemed to be nothing more than an exotic dish on the menu of Alto Madidi. In addition, merciless ants fell from branches ready to bite. Simultaneously, thorny vines scratched our hands, which led to difficult healing wounds and threatening infections. The walk through the jungle was a very slow and exhaustive march. All attention was focused on the surrounding jungle and the search for the right path. Twilight, under a canopy of huge ancient trees, made it difficult to find direction. The enormous leaves of the trees did not let in enough light. Melvin stopped our group several times to look for the proper route. In this area, many new cuts on the trees mingled with the elderly. Gold prospectors and the natives marked new trails in the jungle, leading to places known only to them. The older the marks on the tree, the more confident we became of our path. We remained trusting to Melvin that we were headed in the right direction. After an exhausting all-day march, we pitched our camp deep in the jungle. Wherever we set our tents, we always cleared of branches and grass to scare away unwanted guests, such as snakes, spiders, and ants. Resting in the Amazon jungle, after 25 kilometers of marching, we ate delicious pretzels prepared by our chef Jimmy. The next day was hard and demanding climbing of the steep slope in the direction of Mount Tutumo.
Przekraczamy właśnie pasmo górskie Tutumo. Jesteśmy na wysokości 821 metrów nad poziomem morza. Jest 11 stopni Celsjusza.
Dirección, amigo, es el río Madidi. Es posible mirar el agua, el río.
On the fifth day of the expedition, we crossed the Tutumo Pass. A very steep slope led us to descend Mount Tutumo. Now we began to follow one of the unknown streams in the hope that it would get us to Rio Madidi. Surrounded by impenetrable jungle, we were drowning in tropical vegetation and random swarms of aggressive insects, biting even through our wet clothes. The channel of the stream was too narrow, but in passing time expanded, giving us the freedom to march.
En Madidi, amigo. Aquí está muy poca el agua.
Now the entire region of Alto Madidi had opened up before us. Even in the age of airplanes and satellites, the Alto Madidi Basin is still one of the least explored areas of the whole entire Amazon jungle. As we had planned, the next step of our expedition would be by raft.
Esta es madera balsa. Esto solo se encuentra cerca de la ribera de los ríos. Mucho. Es posible ver dentro de la selva, pero muy poco. Esta madera vamos a hacer el barco de la piel. Vamos a sacar para hacer la cuerda para amarrar, para asegurar. Y vamos a sacar como 6-7 balsas para un barco, para 3 personas y un poco de mochilas. Mira, hay 3 tipos de balsa, 3 colores. Hay uno que es más blanco y es posible que flote más liviano. Esta es la segunda, pero igual flota. Hay la tercera, que es un poco más negro. Ese es muy pesado. Es posible para hacer balsa, pero es muy pesado. No flota mucho. Vive como 2 años, más o menos. Pero es un árbol que se reproduce mucho cuando tiene fruta. ¿Okay? Ahorita vamos a tumbar y vamos a ver la fruta que tiene, la flor. Que es posible el algodón. Es como... Esa es la flor de la balsa, amigo. Que se llama el algodón. Con esto, por eso, esto se saca, ¿sí? Y después se pone a secar un poco más en el sol. Después se hacen en trapos, se hace como bolsa y es posible para un colchón, para poder dormir, descansar bien.
There was an abundance of building material, the balsa tree, all around us. A characteristic feature of balsa wood is its relatively low density. Balsa wood is very soft and very lightweight, twice as light as cork. At the same time, quite strong and springy, perfect for our raft. Balsa grows in shallow, dry, marginal lands where other species are not able to survive. Balsa flowers open only at night and are pollinated by bats. Seeds fall to the ground and remain dormant until the soil reaches a suitably high temperature, which means that it is available to direct sunlight. In only 2 years, the balsa can grow up to 10 meters in height. It took us several hours to locate suitable trees and a few more hours to cut and debark the logs. Once we removed the 7 logs of balsa from the bank of the river, we let them float to our camp. By our camp, Melvin and Tony used long sheets of bark to tie the logs together. After an hour of work, our raft was ready.